What's going on, guys? Eric here, and for today's project we're going to be wrapping a rim with automotive vinyl wrap like this one. At the end of the video we'll talk about how much a project like this might cost you, and we'll talk about how much you might be able to charge if you wanted to offer a service like this to others to maybe make some money on the side. But before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then to also hit that bell notification to get notices for whenever I post new content to the channel. That way you can see all the cool new projects that I've got in the works. Alright guys, and so before we get started on this project, let's go over the tools and materials you're going to need to get this project done. And so to begin with, you're going to want to have your vinyl ready. This is the vinyl I used for this project, which is Avery SW900 in matte metallic moss green. You'll need a heat source, and so you can see here I've got a heat gun. You'll need a couple of at least one utility knife. You can see that I've got two different kinds here. I use knifeless tape as a means to cut out the inside within the wheel center cap area itself. You'll want to have some squeegees. You see I have two different kinds here. A wrap glove is helpful because that helps your hand slide and conform the vinyl and move over the vinyl nice and quickly and easily. And lastly, you might want to consider having some sort of a toolkit with a couple different things in it, such as having a tape measure to measure out vinyl that you might need to cut. These are micro squeegees to help get into tight areas, squeegee down tight areas. This is just a blade box, maybe some sort of marking utensil, and this is a back slitter knife tool itself. And just having a little toolkit pouch is helpful to have so you can have everything in one place for a quick and easy accessibility. So those are the basic tools that you're going to need to get this project done. And so with that, let's go to the how-to portion of this video. So to begin this project, ensure you have a piece cut out big enough to cover the entire face of the wheel with enough extra to give yourself a little bit extra all the way around. The next step there, as you can see, is I'm loosely applying the vinyl to the wheel face, and what I'm doing here is the wheel lip itself has two ridges in it, and I'm applying the vinyl to the first ridge, which is more on the inside of the wheel itself. I'm getting that sealed down nice and well so that I can then continue on with the rest of the wheel. Once I've done that, I'm then pushing the vinyl onto the inner ridge, if you will, or the valley in between the two ridges of the wheel lip using a combination of my squeegee and my wrap glove. Once I've got that done, I'm applying the rest of the vinyl over the second lip edge of the wheel lip there, where it goes down and meets to the tire sidewall itself, using my my hand and my wrap glove to do so. And once I've got that all sealed down nice and tight, I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of a heat source here, my heat gun, to kind of clean up any wrinkles and find any bubbles that I might have missed. Once I've got that done, you can see I've pushed down the center until I hit the center cap, but I'm using the center cap where I cut a hole out as a guide, as a relief cut of sorts. Pushing the vinyl down to try to find my knifeless tape, and I've made additional relief cuts as you can see there. Next, what I'm going to do is try to find the end of my knifeless tape that I need to find, fish, and pull out so that I can cut out the center portion of the wheel cap area there. And then go ahead and find your tape, pull it, and cut all that vinyl out. And then once you do, remove the excess tape and the vinyl and seal down your edges. The next step then will be I trimmed out the outer edge, and basically for this, use the side of your blade against the outside edge of the wheel lip itself as your guide, and you can make a nice clean trim cut without scratching your wheel. Again, it's important to have the side of your blade against the side of the wheel lip. Now to cut out the spokes, it's kind of the same concept where you're using the side of your blade against the side of the wheel spoke edge as your cut guide. That way the tip of the knife and the sharp part of the blade is not going to be cutting your wheel itself, as you can see that I'm doing here. Take your time doing this because you don't want to scratch your wheels. Also, I only recommend having a little bit of your knife blade tip sticking out, so that way it's not too far deep when you're cutting and you hit shallow areas, and if your knife blade is out too far, you can scratch those areas. So continue to do so for all the wheel spokes there. This might take a little bit of time because of how many wheel spokes there are on this particular wheel, but take your time doing this and it'll come out nice and clean. Once you're done, as you'll see, I'll finish up here in just a few seconds. Get your heat gun, apply heat, and then seal down all your edges to make sure everything's nice and tight, and it will find any bubbles that you may have missed. And so guys, that's the finished wheel product right there. Alright Alright guys, so in the how-to video I hope it showed you how you can easily and fairly quickly customize the faces of wheels using automotive vinyl wrap. So let's talk a few seconds about how much it might cost for you to do a project like this. Now I'm going to be talking about material costs for this, so it depends on how much vinyl you will actually need. These are 17-inch wheels, so you're going to have enough vinyl wrap to cover 4 or 5, depending if you're doing a spare tire, 17-inch wheels. In this case, for 4 wheels, I think at a minimum, if I did my calculations correct, you'll want a 4-foot by 5-foot sheet of vinyl. Now, how much that vinyl is going to cost you will actually depend on the amount, the type of vinyl brand that you use. In this case, I used Avery SW900 series. This is a matte metallic moss green. And I actually ended up using a 5-foot by 5-foot sheet because I wanted to have a little bit of extra on the side in case I messed up one of my wheels and I can redo it. So that cost me around $50. So as you can see, for $50 you have a fairly inexpensive way to customize and give a unique look to your wheels. Now let's say that you wanted to do this as a service for others, where a customer or a client would come to you and pay you to customize your wheels using automotive vinyl wrap. So now you know that for at least $50 you're going to need to cover for your material costs. You'll have to factor in other costs that affect you, like overhead and anything else, and factor that in. But you could charge probably somewhere anywhere from $25 a wheel, which would cover your $50 material costs with 2 wheels, leaving another $50 as your profit. Or you could charge $50 a wheel, where just wrapping one of the wheels automatically covers the cost of your materials. If you're good enough and if your market allows and if your client agrees to it, you could charge something like $100 a wheel. The actual amount that you're going to charge and the actual amount that you're going to make really does vary, but at least you know from a material cost point of view your starting point. So guys, I hope this video was helpful and informative, maybe a little bit of entertaining. And if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And when you hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification button so you get notifications whenever I post new content to the channel. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.